As many of you would probably agree, version 2.2 special live stream was not as good as the last two. And the only reason that I really have to say for that personally is because you got to think about it. We started out the 2.0s with a banger of a new area called Penacony. And then of course 2.1, we got a bunch of stuff with Acheron. But version 2.2's live stream was not that bad, in my opinion. It definitely wasn't as good, but it wasn't that bad. And today we're going to be talking about what was announced in version 2.2. So before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Honkai Star Rail video comes out. And of course, don't forget, I'm sponsored by the ever wonderful Gamer Subs. Make sure to use code TYSTRA for 10% off. As you might have noticed, I'm a little bit lower pitched today. We're just not excitable. I'm actually dealing with a little bit of a sore throat, so it's going to be a little bit like that for the next couple videos, so I do apologize. Also, you might be catching me drinking more water than normal during the video. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and talk about version 2.2's special live stream, right? So first things first, as we saw, the trailer was really, really good. I do think that story-wise, this is going to be an awesome story to pick up on. And there's a lot of things that are going to be coming from this that just make me really, really excited, right? So we're going to go ahead and skip down here. And so we do have the phase 1 banners, right? The first banner that we're talking about, of course, is Robin, who is going to be a Harmony character. And a lot of her abilities, I can honestly say, at least to me, are good, but I don't think that she's going to be replacing any of the other Harmony characters that we've gotten recently. I don't think that she'll take the place of Sparkle or Ron May, but she's definitely one of those ones where if you don't summon for her, you might be sad about it. Now, of course, she also has a special thing with her kit where when she does her ultimate, she sings her own song. And I think that's really, really cool in and of itself. But we're also going to be getting a rerun of Topaz, who is extremely, extremely hot. So pretty excited for that. But the featured 4 stars for this one are going to be Jueyi, Hanya, and of course March 7th. I'm excited for this banner because 1, I really want Robin, and 2, I can actually possibly E6 my Jueyi and Hanya depending on how those summons go. Now, of course, we also did get the part 2 banners as well with Boot Hill and Fu Xuan, which I think is a massive pickup if you go for Fu Xuan, because Fu Xuan's preservation is, or Fu Xuan as a preservation unit is just top tier. I don't think anybody beats her in regards to damage mitigation. I think that she's really the only one that does damage mitigation, so she's really top tier in that regard. If you did not pull for Aventurine, then definitely pull for Fu Xuan. Now, Boot Hill is going to be a fun character in general. He looks really, really sick. He is part of the hunt path, so he's going to be a single target DPS. So we also got the featured 4 stars with Luka, Pella, and Hook. I'm less excited for this one, only because the fact that I have E6 Luka, E6 Pella, and I think I'm E5 Hook. So really, if I just get 1 Hook, I'll be donezo. I think, honestly, my Hook might be E6. So these 4 stars are not going to be fun for me on the banner. Now, we are getting 2 new light cones, especially for Robin and Boot Hill, but we are also going to get one called the Boundless Choreo, I think it's Choreo, which is a brand new 4-star summonable light cone. So big shout out there. We are getting another new light cone as well, but we'll get into that. Here it is, actually, right here. The 2.2 special light cone is going to be for tomorrow's journey, which is really funny because with this light cone, if you saw the art for it, I don't know if it'll actually give it justice here. Yeah, actually, you can see it right here, but it actually shows some of the old Trailblazers in it. So I'm pretty excited for that one. I'm excited to know the lore behind it. Now, we are getting a new Trailblaze, well, not really Trailblaze mission, but it's just going on with the storyline, right? We see that we're going to be getting a new weekly boss. The only downside about this weekly boss is that the materials that you need for Robin are not going to be from this weekly boss. You still have to fight the Swarm King, which sucks for me because I'm tired of fighting the Swarm King, but at the same time, might as well just get it done, right? So this one will actually start giving you drops for Boot Hill, actually. So definitely take advantage of that before Boot Hill comes in. You could pre-farm, so very happy about that. We will be seeing Sunday, Gallagher, Firefly, And of course, obviously Sam, because, you know, spoiler alert to everybody out there, Sam and Firefly are the same character. We did get a sneak peek at the new map for Dreamflux Reef, which looks pretty cool. I'm not going crazy about it, but you know, it is what it is. We also got the Soulglad Soothstone, or Scorched Sand Soothstone, Scorched Sand audition venue, and the Grand Theater for Penacony. Now, of course, this was the new boss that's coming up. Now, what's really cool about this boss, right, is that it's going to have 3 phases. In one of the phases, or actually I think it's all phases, you're going to have to fight all the little chorus buddies, as you can see right on those pillars, and it's going to basically make it so that you don't get hit for an extreme amount of damage. So this boss fight is supposed to be really, really hard, and I hope that's the case, because I do want a little bit of a challenge outside of the harder content, right? Now, what's really cool also about the Harmonious Choir, the Great Septimus, is that on the final phase, he has an attack where he kind of does the whole like god touching thing, what I think is the Aeon of Harmony, and it's just out of this world. I think it's a really good symbolism in regards to what this thing thinks it is, so I'm really digging it. Of course, we're getting a new Stagnant Shadow as well for the materials for Robin and Boot Hill, so cool. We are getting new trace material farming for the Hunt Path, which I think is the only one that doesn't have one at the moment. So 2.2 will actually introduce that last one. And then let's talk about these events here. First things first, we got this Clocky Dreamjoy Memoir, which is basically going to be a filming event of the sorts. So if you did a little bit of the filming thing for 2.1, which I still got to finish up on my end, you got a whole event based around it. So if you liked it, cool, you know. We also got the Legend of the Galactic Baseballer event, which is going to be a battle event in general. But you're going to get special abilities that you can level up throughout the whole process. And then, of course, we got All About Boot Hill, which is a brand new event that is legitimately all about Boot Hill. So if you are excited for a cowboy named Boot Hill, you're actually going to love this event, because it goes into the backstory a little bit about Boot Hill, and you find out some cool information. We are also getting Gift of Odyssey, because you know what? Genshin could Genshin could actually never, right? So we're getting 10 free summons this version, which is pretty standard for Honkai Star Rail, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, the last thing I want to get into it about is the actual gameplay updates, which aren't super crazy, right? But there's a good couple of them. First things first, you can actually check the records of players, right? You could actually show off some stuff too. You could publicize your collections, battle records. We already kind of knew that. But what's really cool about this too, and I think it goes into it a little bit down here, or no, it doesn't go down here, but basically what you could do is you could actually look at what your friends are doing. If they're doing Pure Fiction or Memory of Chaos or Simulated Universe, you can actually see your Trailblaze status and what you're doing. So that's cool. I dig it. Character trace leveling suggestions. It'll actually show you the priorities of what you should go for. Genshin already kind of had this already with its triple crowning for skills, but now Honkai Star Rail has this, which is a much needed update for people who do not actually go on to like YouTube to look at build guides and stuff like that. So we have a new lineup overlay, which actually is top to bottom, which I think is really cool. It makes it a little bit easier to kind of see all your teams in one go. So really like that. And then new path auto switch feature. I don't entirely... Oh, okay. I didn't even see this really in there, so I could be crazy. Apparently you can set your path for the Trailblazer to switch all your different artifacts and light cones to work with that, so that's pretty cool. One thing that was kind of rumored but wasn't exactly touched up on is, if you look at this, we're apparently, and this is through the leaks as well, so Trailblazers are getting a new path, right? The Harmony path, which I'm like, we don't need any more Harmony characters, but apparently Trailblazer is going to be a Harmony character as well. And the weapon is, of course, this hat that they have. That's just a rumor right now. I don't know how true it is because they didn't really touch up on it too much, except for a couple of hints from Robin within the actual live stream. So overall, 2.2 seems to be a fun little update. It's not crazy, which I kind of figured would be the case because we're just starting to get into that position with Honkai Star Rail where the story is going to ramp up and ramp up and ramp up, and then it's going to start dying down. So probably by 2.4, 2.5, we will actually see the story kind of close, and then we'll get into the filler until we get into the 3.0 series. That's what I was trying to say. But of course, that's going to be it for today's video. If you like the content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Honkai Star Rail video comes out. And of course, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We'll be back again with another Honkai Star Rail video very, very soon. So that's going to be it. Love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.